Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to another Strokes of Sunshine. I'm Ashley, if you are new here, and welcome to all my returning community members and those of you that are just tuning in for the first time. In this episode, we will be taking a look at what I have worked on this past week in my coloring books and also continue working on a Rita Berman page from Hidden Earth. So the first one, I've kind of teased you guys the last couple weeks with a million cute animals. I've been working on this page. It is my first buddy color that I've ever done with the beautiful Jennifer over at Hollywood Colors, and it has been the best experience. If you guys do not know Jennifer and you have not checked out her channel, you need to. She is a ray of sunshine. She is an incredible human being. And I really could not have had a better experience with my first buddy. So big shout out to you, Jennifer. And I'm so thankful for this month that we have had to get to know each other. But I have finished my page. I have sent it to Jennifer, so now I can share it with you guys. And we colored the cheeseburger page, and it was so much fun. So I finished this up. It was a little bit of a puzzle trying to figure out what some of these foods were. I think it's just Lulu kind of left it up for interpretation. So you can decide how you want it. But I had a lot of fun with these cutie sloths and raccoons. And I kind of struggled with the background for a little bit. I didn't know what to do because it was just this cheeseburger on the plate. And I thought, how fun would it be to take a menu, a burger menu, and use that as the background. And so that's what I did. So if you saw last week's video, I did something similar in my Johanna Basford's Small Victories on the butterfly page. And this is where I got that inspiration, because this was the first page that I did it, and it was so much fun, and I loved how it turned out, and I really wanted to share that with you guys. So finished this up and got it sent off to Jennifer, and I am looking forward to doing more buddy colors with her in the future and just expanding out to the coloring community with some more buddy colors as well. Next, I worked on a couple backgrounds. I got out my Gansey Tambi granulating watercolors, and I just did a background on this page. I really just wanted to continue to play with them, and I know that the paper in Camilla's books is amazing for water mediums, so I just thought, let's play with this. Let's kind of see how much water I need to work with the paints and, so forth, because I'm still in the beginning stages. I still love these paints, you guys. I think they are so fun, and there's so many things you can do with them, but I just kind of wanted the paint to be around, and I'm going to do something different, I think, here in the middle, but just a background in that one. And then I did a background on the seahorse page that we did a few weeks back. So this is when I originally got the Gansey Tambi watercolors, and I did not use enough water. You can see they kind of look cakey compared to the page in here. So for example, this paint is the same as this paint, and it's too much. There's too much paint on it. It's chalky. I definitely am learning. So I'm going to have to get creative on how I color and layer on these little seahorses. But we'll see what I can do. It's fun to experiment. But I went in with one of my Reuben metallic watercolors and just kind of did the background of the bubbles for just a first layer. I have some other things that I would like to try to lay on top and see what we can do there, but just another background done. Just kind of needed some mindless things a couple days. And then last week I showed you that I had started a page in here with watercolors. And so this week I started doing some pencil work and a little bit of gel pen on the mountains so far. I also have added a little bit of watercolor just to kind of emulate some clouds up here, and then a little bit of the watercolor, metallic watercolor on the water. But again, still a work in progress. We'll see where I get with it in the next week. And then I did not work in this book, but I'm realizing that I have so many whips started for this month, and we're like a week away from at this point that I'm filming. for the month to end. So I have some work to do. So I had to like halt Ashley and say, you can't start anything new right now, because I actually just started a buddy color that I am doing with Allie over at Allie J Art, Allie Artie J, sorry, and need to focus on that too. So I'm like, you have to finish some of the pages that you have started. Because I have no problem having whips, but I want to like bring them collectively to the close at the end of the month. If I have a couple that spill over, that's totally fine. But I kind of, I do want to have some pages that are complete and done. So we are going to work on this pineapple page. Like I said in a past video, I used the Caran Neocolor IIs for the pineapple, and then I went in and did just an outline of the pineapple in a Neocolor II crayon, and then expanded out with Crayola Super tips used as a watercolor. And then the same thing here, I did a little bit of Neocolor II, but then the corners are all Super tip used as a watercolor. So I thought today I've picked out some of my Star Gold Joy. I've been using these a lot this past week, partly because my Prismas are all like spread out between pages, and I use like little containers if I'm doing a page that I'll like put the supplies in them that I'm using for that page, and so they're just kind of all over the place right now. So I just kind of have been gravitating toward these, and I'm really enjoying them. So I thought I would test them out on this page and see how they do. But we're just going to kind of work on the leaves and the flowers. And I probably won't be able to do like a super long video today. We are getting ready to go on a short little vacation, and I'm so excited because, as some of you know, life has been a little crazy for our family the last several months, and it's just going to be really nice to get away with the kids and have a little bit of fun together and try not to worry about certain things or have a ton of like responsibilities. So we have a cabin, and it's just gonna be a blast. I'm excited to be outside and do some hiking and some biking, and the boys want to take our pickleball rackets and our basketball, and they have all sorts of things planned. So it's gonna be awesome, and I cannot wait. And I feel like I haven't seen my husband very much because he's just been working so hard. And it's going to be nice to have some time like that we can just reconnect and be together as well. So should be a lot of fun. I'll keep you guys updated when we get home how things went. Are any of you guys going on vacations this summer? If so, I'd love to hear where you're going. My sister is a world traveler, and I kind of live through her experiences and where she goes, and it's so fun to see all the places. We are not world travelers at this point. I would love to someday, but that is just not in the cards for us at this point. But I do think that there are so many incredible, amazing, gorgeous places in the world that I want to see. But I sure enjoy seeing other people's pictures and experiences of where they get to go. I'm always in awe of what our world, has. It's just amazing. Oh no. Well, we'll figure that out. But yeah, so that is going to keep me busy here. And so I'm trying to get pages done because I don't know how much time I'm actually going to have to color when I'm there. And I don't know why it's stressing me out. It shouldn't. I should just be like, hey, if you only have a few pages done, that's what you have done. And that's a reflection of the month you had and that it was busy, and that's okay. But again, I think that there's just, life gives you pressure sometimes to feel like you have to show up in a certain way. So I'm trying to let go of that, and I'm trying to just say, okay, control the controllables, because that's all we can do. And what can you do in this time? What can you get done? That's what you can control and nothing else. So enjoy the journey, Ashley. I say that to myself often. Enjoy the journey. Because, you know, today never happens again. So whatever happens today, that's it. That's the story. It's written. And how did you show up in that story? What did you do? What did you accomplish? What kind of imprint did you leave on today with the people that you were with the moments that you created with those people, with the strangers that you passed, you know, throughout the day. But yeah, so the USA plays tonight for FIFA. So why not have a soccer slumber party before we go on vacation? So I'll have a house full of boys here for my oldest for his FIFA party. So they will be here, and Mom will be trying to get the family packed and ready to go while they're all screaming and cheering on the United States. So hopefully we come out with a win. I'm sorry to anyone who's not rooting for the United States, but they're playing pretty good so far, so that's exciting. That's exciting for us. Really, all the games have been fun to watch and see, you know, different people be able to have new records, and it's been fun to see, like, Mbappe is just killing it, and I think that he's going to pass Messi with his goals at some point, and that's just kind of crazy because Messi's one of the greats, but we'll see what happens. There's a game this afternoon that I think my oldest will probably try to watch with my dad. They kind of have been FIFA soccer buddies right now, and he'll probably try to go over there to watch that with him before tonight's game. We shall see. Other than that, I've got to squeeze in a voice lesson with my youngest today. I need to go to the grocery store and get food for our trip. I need to pack. I need to do laundry. All the things, you know. If you're a mom, well, I mean, if you've been on vacation, you know all the things. It's a lot. It's one of those things that once I get packed and we're in the car, it's like, okay, I might get to where we're going and need to take a nap for a while because it's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff to remember for all involved. And we take a lot of our food with us. My oldest has a lot of life-threatening allergies, and so we don't do a lot of eating out. And so we have to travel with a lot of our own food. And it limits like where we can stay and stuff. So that's why like we have a cabin, so we have a full kitchen, and we have to be very, very prepared because you never know when you get somewhere if their grocery stores will have the same brands and foods that you know that are safe. And so we have to make sure we have all of that prepared ahead of time. And then also that we have the utensils or like air fryer or whatever we need throughout the week to like cook some of it if there's not a stove or whatever. So it's just a little extra added layer of preparedness that has to happen, but we are getting it down, and we try to make a lot of food before we go too, so we don't have to spend the whole vacation in the kitchen. So I have some of that I need to do for it as well, but it all gets done somehow, some way. It all gets done. I don't know how sometimes, but so this page is for the hashtag Yummy Year of Coloring, and it is the month of the pineapple. I would be interested to know how many of you are doing the Yummy Year of Coloring this month. Last month was my first month to dive into some of these hashtags, and it was a lot of fun because it allowed me to connect with new people and have conversations that wouldn't have otherwise happened. And I just am amazed at how lovely everyone in this community is. Like it's really awesome. It's really awesome to find like-minded people that cheer you on and want what's best for you, and that you can be inspired from all at the same time. It's pretty special. That isn't always the case as you're growing up and you're going through your young adult life. And so it's really fun to find a community that is like that. So thank you for being an awesome, inspiring community. I so appreciate you. And let's talk about the Star Gold Joy pencils. I really think that they look great on this paper. They work well. They go down really easily. Again, if you are just beginning, I said this on another video, but if you are just beginning your coloring journey and you want to try colored pencils, I think it can feel very overwhelming to see everybody using their artist grade, Prismas, Caran dashes, the Holbeins, like all of the things, and it makes you feel like, oh, I gotta, my pages can't look good unless I have those and I have to buy those. I don't believe that's the case. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get the same results with, a budget cheap pencil that you get like at the dollar store or something like that. I do think there's something to be said about a good quality color pencil, but I think the set of, I think it's 120, it's like $20. I think it's an amazing deal. I would not feel guilty having to replace this set if, some of my pencils are gone at some point. Some pencil sets, I'm like, oh, I don't know that I want to, like my Castle Arts, it's a little bit more pricey, that set is, and I'm like, I don't know that I'm going to want to replace that set at some point just for like a couple pencils. So something to think about if you are wanting to get some new pencils. But these are going down great on this paper, and I really like how they are performing. So to anyone who has considered them, I guess, or is looking for a budget-friendly pencil, I actually think that these are the pencils that I'm going to take on vacation with me too, just because should something happen to them and I lose one, or, I won't be devastated. Whereas like if I took my Prismas, that's a little bit of a different story. I don't want to replace my Prismas right now. And granted, I can buy them open stock and it would just be whatever I lost. But if I don't know, something happened to the whole set or something, I would not be okay, because I don't want to replace those right now. I'd be very, very sad. So I am using a color palette. If you see this little card over here, I just found this on Pinterest and then printed it off. I actually have a book of color palettes. Let me see. I can show you here. Okay, so I print them off when I find different color palettes that I like. And then these are just like the baseball card holders. My son wasn't using them anymore. And so I was like, oh, perfect. I'll use these and just print off all my little color palettes that I find and put them in there. So even when I get done with a color palette that I've already used, like I've already used this one, I just put it back in because I might want to use it someday. So I'll just spend some time on Pinterest here and there and pull some things off, and then print them and then put them in that book. And then that's kind of what I go to when I'm looking for a color palette. So kind of fun and easy, but I do enjoy looking at different color palettes. It helps give me some inspiration at times when I'm looking at the blank page and I'm like, sometimes it just comes to me and I see all the colors and they just kind of like are right there on the page, and then sometimes I stare at the page and it's just black and white for a while. And I'm like, I have no idea what to do. But so I have to shout out someone while I am working on these leaves, because I have been so impressed with her channel, and she is such a kind soul. She has been so encouraging to me, and I just am blown away by what she has done with her coloring books. She is just like this amazing, creative, beautiful human. Her name is Soraya, and you can find her at Soraya Colors. But you guys, she takes coloring books and then churns them into like books, like picture books, and creates entire stories and mixed media journals in them. And it is insane. Like, her creativity and the time that she has spent creating these books just blows my mind. The other thing that I'm so impressed with is that she can stick with one book from cover to cover. Like, that just, I cannot do that. Like, I need to change. Like, I could not do, even as much as I love certain illustrators, I want to color different things. I don't want to say bored, because that's not really the right thing, but like, my ADHD like jumps in. It's like, okay, something new. Your brain needs, a new challenge or a new idea or a new medium or something. And she just creates these masterpieces. And even beyond the masterpieces, you guys, she is so lovely. Like, we have had some really long, awesome conversations, and she has overcome some really big things in her life, and she is full of sunshine. Like, she just has gone with it and allowed it to like help her grow. And I just think that she deserves such a huge shout out. If you are not familiar with her, please go check her channel out, because she deserves so much love. And I really want her just to find this amazing group of people that can encourage her and watch as she continues to create these books. I would love to see like what the authors say. Like, I think she should send the books to the authors to be like, look at this amazing creation that I did with your beautiful artwork. And she expands on it and changes it. I mean, and maybe that, maybe some people wouldn't like that or whatever. I don't know. I just think it's really, really cool. She just makes it her own. And the stories, she does a lot with like Star Wars, and my oldest loves Star Wars, so that's been fun, because when he was younger, I had to know all of the Star Wars characters, and if I didn't, he was going to make sure that Mom had Star Wars school. So it was fun to kind of watch those books unfold for her, because there's so much of my oldest's childhood that came through and gave me a memory to that. But yeah, please go check her out. And again, like I said, Jennifer at Tolga Colors and Allie, like, they just really have given me a lot of encouragement this month, as other YouTubers, and all of you who have reached out and said that you're trying different things that we've done on the channel. You guys, it just makes my heart so happy, because sometimes it's really hard to just talk into the abyss of a room that has nobody else in it but me. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm just sitting here talking, is anybody going to listen, kind of a thing. And you guys reaching out and commenting seriously means the world to me. It just gives me it fills my cup to be like, okay, keep doing this. I'm getting more comfortable being with just myself and talking, and I know that it will get better. I know that I will continue to grow and everything, but I just can't tell you how much it's meant to me this past month to have more interactions and to be able to talk to more of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My appreciation is not even coming across in the magnitude that I need it to for all of you, because I am so very thankful. I love waking up and being like, oh, I have new people to like respond to. It's just so fun. And I love seeing your pictures. I love it when you send me your pictures of what you're doing. It's so awesome. So thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate you. I have some ideas for some new videos. I just need to get back from vacation to be able to do some of that filming. And hopefully we'll get those out in the near future for all of you. What do we think? Do we like these little blue and yellow leaves? I think they're kind of fun. And then there's a little bit of green in the middle for the mid color, because, you know, yellow and blue make green. So I like how that is transitioning there. That's fun. That's fun. Sometimes I think it's funny, when I started this page, I thought, oh my gosh, there's a lot on here, but there's really not. This is a pretty simplistic page. It's a lot of repetitive objects. So once you kind of figure out what you're going to do with one, you can just really kind of go around the page and color the rest in. I like that it's kind of, in a way, mindless coloring. Not super detailed, like I said, to where you have to think about everything. And the fact that I've already picked out a color palette, that's helpful, because I just need to stay within those colors listed. I will pull in, this is, you know, got a little bit of brown tone in it, but I will do a little bit more brown on the pineapple. I started that with Neocolor II, and I don't know, I have not decided what I'm going to do for the rest of it, if I'll go back on with Neocolor IIs or not. I think I'm going to do maybe rhinestones on these little berries. Definitely probably rhinestones here. I think I'm going to outline these flowers in like a blue gel pen. Let's do that. So yeah, so things I'm going to take on vacation. I'm trying to figure this out, because I know that there will be time, like in the morning, that I can color. I think I'm going to take my Star Gold Joy pencils and maybe this Aen Art Gel Pen set that I have, because it has like 100 pens in it. I would love to take my like whole room, because I'm, you know, in mixed media, I like to do lots of different things, but I'm just going to have to be okay with coloring with a few things while I'm gone. I might take like one set of watercolors, like a smaller set, and just see what I can do with that. But and then I have to decide books, but I probably just need to take some books to finish. But then that makes it hard too, because I have obviously started certain pages with certain supplies, and if I'm not taking those supplies with me, that makes it a little bit more challenging to finish those pages. But I'm using glitter sky blue for the outside part of these flowers. So yeah, we'll have to see. I'll probably just pick like a little backpack or art bag and be like, this is what you have. Whatever fits in this bag is what you can take. And then that will just force me to have to like choose. But we have a deck that looks out into a little lake, and I think I'm gonna just be in heaven coloring there every morning, maybe even at night. We'll see. I'll see how the days go. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Hopefully you guys can see that little sparkle on there. So yeah, between that and I also have a book that I want to read. And maybe I'll have some time in the car. It just kind of depends on the ride, to be honest. Like, I love coloring in the car. But But if it's really bumpy or where we're driving is really hilly, it makes me a little motion sickness. Gives me a little motion sickness. So we'll just have to see how the road is and the driving goes. And how busy it is. Like if there's a ton of construction and stop and go. And I don't like doing that either because I don't want to like have my, you know, crayon or pencil or pen going and then all of a sudden cross the page because we have to do all the stop and go stuff. But we shall see. What do you guys take on vacation? Do you have like a set little travel bag? I've thought about that. I've thought about like, do I at some point work on just like a little travel kit that I don't ever use that stuff? Like I just almost buy some items that just go with me when I travel or when I leave the house or whatever. And that's just, and maybe a couple books. Maybe I just purchase a couple of books that are like, these are my travel books, and that's what goes with me. That could be an option at some point. Okay, so I took that blue up there. I think I'll probably do rhinestones on here. But maybe, I'm trying to think of what color I'm going to do them. I was going to say, maybe I'd fill them in. Okay, I think I want to add a little bit. I feel like there's 2 colors on there, but maybe we need to add a little bit more darkness just at the bottom for these little leaves. Yeah, that's better. I'm really trying to take what Maya says over at Colored by Maya when I am doing my coloring and do the light to dark. So Maya has a coloring academy and it's awesome. I have been doing it the last couple months, and she just does extra videos for her channel members that just teach more techniques, and she goes more in depth on her pages of what she does. And one of the things that she really talks about is the light to dark aspect of anything that you're coloring. So look at this one compared to this one already. So this has the 2 colors on it, and this has the 3 colors on it. And it just shows like going light to dark, how much more depth that gives the objects. So I've really been trying to use that in my own coloring pages and looking at my objects and saying, okay, do I have light to dark on this? And she's so great too. She's like, it doesn't matter which way you do it. Just pick a way and do it light to dark. And she's so right. I love her just like free spirit when it comes to coloring. Like she's just so much about like, just create it to be art. Like, and it's just, she inspires me so much. So again, I'm sure you all know who Maya is, but if you don't, Colored by Maya, go check her out. She has an amazing coloring academy. You guys, it's like $3 a month. It's less than a cup of coffee, and it's so worth it. If you are looking to be inspired and looking for ways to improve your coloring or just understand your coloring better, she is a gem. So go give her some love. Go give her some big old sunshine today. All right. So we need to finish off these. We've got a darker color. Let's see, do I like this? Yeah, maybe. I kind of like this whole coloring on top of a color. I think, is it called like a wash? Is that what people call it? When they do like a light wash on their page of a color. Because it just really gives it like a different dimension too. So coloring on top of the blue, or if you're down here on the yellow. I might have to try that more where I just do like a wash on a page or a part of a page and see what happens. Okay, so I've kind of already done the yellow tips. I wonder if we do this bright green. What color is this? Easter grass. I don't feel like that's enough of a difference. Well, let's try this pickle. Maybe we pull this color up as the mid color. And then we do this color at the top. Maybe? What do we think? I like that. I feel like I can layer these on top of each other. That's nice. Okay, so yeah, let's do pickle. And then we'll do, this is apple green. I'm actually going to take the apple green all the way up through all the colors, I think. Yeah, I like that. So what other budget-friendly supplies do you guys enjoy using? Let's maybe share that, because I think that that is an important thing to know for anybody who's starting out. And again, you see everybody's hauls and you see what people are using and you're like, ugh, until I get that book or until I get that supplies, I'm not going to be able to color and do what I want to do. And we can help you out by giving like other budget-friendly supplies to where you can start this process. And really, in my opinion, every medium, there's a learning curve. It doesn't matter whether it's like an artist grade or not, there's a learning curve to it. So every new thing you get, you're going to have to spend some time working with it to figure it out, to understand how to use it and how to use it in a way that like makes you happy, right? Like sometimes you use things and you're like, oh my gosh, this is not how it looked on somebody else's page. You've got to give yourself time to play with it, and you've got to give yourself time to grow and understand it and learn what kind of paper it works on, what kind of paper it doesn't work on, what kind of other mediums you can mix it with, what other kind of mediums you can't mix it with. So it's just all about that learning experience. And you can't get down on yourself. It's really easy to, but you really have to give yourself grace. You have to like know that it's a journey. And most of us start out as beginners. Very few of us are like art geniuses, right? That are just born as prodigies. We have to start somewhere. And so be willing to be the beginner every single time you get a new supplies. Even if you've mastered something else. Like say you've gotten really good at watercolor or really good at crayons or colored pencils. When you get the next medium, you're going to have to kind of start over. You're going to have to go back to the beginning, back to the drawing board, so to speak, and learn something again. That's also kind of what makes this like journey so fun, is that it never, in my opinion, it never gets boring. Because there's always something new to learn. There's always a new page. It's like a new experience all the time. It never feels redundant to me. And I just think there's something so magical about the process of creating. To see something, like I can't imagine how the artists feel when they go from a blank page to, you know, the finished illustration. That just has to feel like so awesome. And then we get to take their beautiful creation and we get to add color. And it's so fun. And no pages ever look the same. Like even if you guys picked these exact same colors and exact same supplies, they wouldn't look the same. Our pages wouldn't look the same. Because you would color it with, you know, just a little bit of a different method. A little bit different pressure. A little bit different, you know, a little bit of a different way. So it's just really fun that we can all do something and create something so unique. Okay, I really am enjoying how the leaves are turning out. So like I said, I'm going to keep working on this. Maybe this will even be a book that I am going to take with me on vacation. But I really appreciate you guys being here for all the leaves today. I have a couple more, and obviously I have the pineapple to go back to. But again, just use the Star Gold Joy, and then at this point, one Aen Art glitter gel pen, which these are another budget-friendly item, guys. This is $20. You get like 100 pens and refills. So it's almost like you're getting double, because once this runs out, I have a refill for it. So really awesome. Rita Berman's books are pretty affordable right now. I think this was like $10. So if you're a beginner, this is an awesome way to start. You don't have to start with the super expensive supplies, but I get it if you like are so eager and excited to have those supplies. Like, I understand it, but just don't get down. I just want people to know, like, you can create with so many awesome, cool things. Don't forget about the things around your house that you can create with too, that you already have. But I hope you have an awesome week of creating. I hope you fill your pages with so much sunshine and joy and love, and you just pour into that page with so much playfulness. And I am sending you all my love and sunshine. Bye for now.